Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be going over our transformer here. We're doing some maintenance on it and replacing one of the parts. So if you guys think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, go to cryptollc.org. If you're looking to build a farm, you have some property available, you know, like maybe some agricultural, heavy industrial, commercial, you want to build a data center there, we can help you do that at cryptollc.org. We also buy and sell miners, so you're looking to buy miners, sell miners, you're looking to get some L7s, some script miners, Dogecoin miners, ASICs, like Bitcoin miners, SHA-256, and so on. We have all of that available at cryptollc.org. And before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth, and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, so our farm is down right now. It's been down for like 2 days. I think it's the third day. And the reason for that is we're doing some maintenance on this transformer. We had Maddox come out here. This is a Maddox transformer, by the way. And if you guys watched our previous video, should be actually maybe it hasn't been posted yet, with our Maddox tour. Maddox is right down the road from us. It's literally like 10 minutes away, so it's perfect. We have a Maddox transformer. Their manufacturing site is really close. They sent out a tech team to go over the transformer and see what kind of maintenance we had to do. And one of the things we ended up doing is replacing this bus bar here. You can see I can touch it now, right? I'm not getting electrocuted with 245 volts. I can actually touch that. Again, very rare. We have a disconnect switch. We just turned, that's how we turn everything off. And on this side is where we have the high voltage coming in. These are directly from the power lines. You can see how thick those are, but you can put 2.2 megawatts on that wire directly from the power lines. So technically, if we had power, you touch that, you die if you're gonna be touching that. So very, very cool. Anyway, we're gonna be replacing these two bus bars. And we have some right here, and we're gonna put new ones on. That'll create better connectivity, improve performance. And for those techies out there, those little geeks out there watching our YouTube channel, you know that when you have better conductivity, when you have less friction or less resistance, you're gonna have better efficiency. And so if you have good quality brackets on here, then if you need to replace them or whatever, usually increase the conductivity. Thus, you have less load, and that less load means you have better efficiency. So the hotter these get, right? The hotter this gets, the less efficiency you have. We also had the Maddox tech team come out here, and they measured our compression. This thing is filled with hydrogen and oil. So there's oil in there. It's got hydrogen. And those are some of the gauges for that. Also have temperature, I think it's temperature meter right there, oil level, things like that. There's like a little valve on the back is where they took a sample of the oil. So what they do is they take some of the oil, they go back to their office, and they run the oil through a chemical test, and that chemical test reveals any problems that you might have. So let's say there was an issue with maybe the load, or there's like an issue with maybe the voltages were a little higher or something like that. They'd be able to see if any of that residue was left in the oil and be able to come to a conclusion like, okay, you have this or that problem. And the little knob should be out here. They told me it's outside of the transformer. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually inside the transformer. We got the oil level knob right there. Might be somewhere on the bottom. But anyway, it's around here somewhere, and that's how they measure that oil and get a little test from it. Anyway, you got your standard stuff over here. This is how you change the voltage. Only when it's de-energized, you can change the voltage input. And then you look over here, you see how I have your voltages. You match this up with your power lines coming. So we are on A, I think, at 12,470. Let's see. Yeah, looks like that's where we're at. We're on A. But anyway, now let's go take a look at our container here, on the inside of the container. So we installed our filtration system here. And here you can see the insides of our container here. Again, we're just finishing up the other filtration system on the other side. But you see we still haven't got the leaves here. This filter is up. And once the other filtration systems are up, we're gonna have to remove all those leaves and make it nice and clean. Basically, nothing is going to be in the way of the miner is getting the most purest air possible. You can see these guys here, these S21s. You know, so hopefully once we get those new brackets on that transformer, we should be able to power everything on today. They still have to run some tests for the breaker at the substation. So when you have a situation like ours where we turned off the whole entire transformer to do that maintenance, for situations like that, they require special state that they have to put the breaker in. I think it's called like a non-stop or a non-auto state. So in that non-auto state, you put it in that state, then you turn everything back on, and then after you run it for like a couple hours, if everything is great and the transformer at the substation is reporting good results, then at that point they change it back to auto. And maybe I'm wrong on how that operates. Just talking with some of the techs at the utility company, they said that the breaker has like four, he goes off like 4 times, like if it's in auto mode and then it trips, I'm guessing, something like that. But when they put it in non-auto mode, meaning that it's not going to do that until you're done running the test, something like that. But you can see our disconnect pole right here coming down. See that right there with my finger is that thin pole, not those conduits, but that thin pole. Those conduits are actually coming down with the high power, but that thin pole coming down, that's our disconnect, and we have that switch right there. So once we're ready to roll with this transformer, we'll hit that switch. Those things will come down onto the power lines. They'll reconnect the A, B, and C phase, and then we'll get power back to our transformer, and we should be good to go. So yeah, so hope you guys liked today's video. I'm gonna create another one here for you while all of this stuff is off, because again, rare opportunity with the whole entire farm being turned off as of right now. And so you have that nice rare opportunity. Once everything comes back on, the chance of everything coming offline is going to be in a pretty long time. You know, usually the transformer, you know, goes down for other reasons other than maintenance. Usually the transformer goes down like if someone hits a pole, like there's a car accident or something like that, and they rams a pole. That happened once, by the way. Or there was like a storm and some tree branches fell on a power line. That also turned off one of our farms like 4 years ago. So those situations, they happen, and usually you don't have power for like a day, and then you get it back pretty fast. But this situation here, this is just maintenance. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys like it, and until next time, goodbye.